Motivational interviewing, so that's the therapist, counselor. I mean, it's the fancy way of saying, you know, these are the things that we're always trying to bear in mind, that when we're working with patients, that we're being empathetic, that we're providing. So even with the crazy peanut butter, you know, like, oh, okay, well, let's talk about that some more, and trying to help the person make those connections to their behavior and their needs. I think because I think even for us, we get some, because we're a profession that typically, like, we might be waiting on appointments and sitting in offices, not always, but so some of what we do seems sort of crazy to some of the therapists and case managers that we work with. I can remember Nana and I drove out. This woman, she had been bouncing from place to place to place and landed in a farm, on a farm, with this family that wasn't even, it was on the edge of Indiana, so it was right near us. And so we drove out there because it was just, when we talk about the barriers, it's kind of like she was no longer anywhere near a bus line, so she wasn't going to be able to come in very easily to get an assessment. And we hear a lot of things, you know, like, if you want it that bad, you'll walk 100, I don't know. We're just trying to get you where you need to be. So we showed up out, and we were doing this assessment on the back porch with these. They had these beautiful chickens just wandering around. But so it's atypical, but that's okay with us, because the whole bottom line is getting to do what you need to do so we can get you where you want to be. And I have to say, in this case, for that person, she's still successfully in recovery and doing very well, even facing a lot of other life challenges. So this is just to give an example of the work that we're doing and how we're doing it in partnership. And I mean, I've really come to appreciate, I think that we've been doing it long enough now that we really do feel like a team. We also have adolescent education groups that Northgate Mall, that's our shopping mall in Coleraine. The Coleraine has a police substation in the mall. So we'll meet people there to do assessments. We have an adolescent education group up there. We're also working now in terms of that, building the recovery community piece. So we're working to have a recovery meeting and a family support meeting. So we don't see this as just following up on an overdose. I mean, we see it as how can we do it from a prevention, how can we do it from treatment, how can we do it from maintenance. I mean, we want it to be sustaining recovery within the community.